Yeah, what it do, ladies and gentlemen? What it do, flight crew, FT. Okay. Nonetheless, boys, we do have another tier list video. Now, I am cracking out the tier list videos. It is not really content per se, right? But I feel like YouTube doesn't really allow me to kind of post the player reviews and stuff. I don't really get views from it. So tell me in the comments if you want to see player reviews and stuff. I might do it in the future. But right now, I know tier list videos do well because essentially it's a quicker way of kind of explaining which card to avoid, which card to get, whether that be SBCs, whether that be just meta players in terms of attackers, midfielders, defenders. So yeah, nonetheless, let's get into it, man. I know you're thinking to yourself, how can I improve my FC25 experience? Look no further. MONOEXP has the best, cheapest coins on the website, best price, best guarantee. Use the code META for 8% off, bro. You can get literally any card. Go check them out right now. Do check out MOXP for the best, cheapest coins. The code is pretty simple to remember. It's literally META, META. It is obviously part of the name as well. So go check them out, bro. Very reliable as well. You can get the best cards. So speaking of the best cards, let's try and get rid of some S plus cards that we all can agree is S plus due to the fact that they have the aura, they have that, you know, nature to be used by pro players and utilized by the best of the best right there. So we've got the main man Bale, which I would still say at this day and age is still S plus. Very nice card in terms of the way he turns, moves. Yeah, what I like as well, what he added was you can actually make these cards into like FUT birthday card designs, which is really sick. I've been seeing a lot of people on that vibe. So yeah, we've got SN, which is definitely one of the best the best cards in terms of CDMs, and he's kind of expensive now, but I would say it makes sense though because the longevity is going to be there, bro. Now this is a bit of an interesting one, right? A lot of people will say or deem Adeyemi, well, that has not used him, will deem him as S, higher S, but if you use this card in game, he has the low driven plus obviously playstyle. It doesn't show you, obviously it's FUT when they're a bit slow, but quick step plus with 99, basically maxed out pace. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, get this card in your team if you need a winger, bro. The man is 500,000 coins and he's a beast. Straight up, bro. One of the best wingers for the price and the value. What a beast, man. Let's jump over to the main man, Goalkeeper, which now we're looking at some of the mid cards. I'm sorry, man. 69k, quick step and finesse ain't completely terrible, though. That's actually not completely terrible. Obviously 5'11", so he's in that realm of like, not too tall, but not too short, so you can shrug players off the ball. 87 reactions, 89 composure. That card doesn't look completely bad. I won't cap. I feel like the playstyle pluses kind of carry the card as well. Does he have advanced forward? He does, plus. I'm gonna leave the man at lower S for now, just for now. We've got Gurasi as well, which I think there's two versions of this man. Obviously the 90 FUT birthday and then the 90. What is the difference between the two actually? So this one is actually better in theory. Trivela and first touch plus 96 finishing, 81 stamina. That card I think utilized by players that like, you know, the likelihood of like, you know, Harry Kane's, you know, I think like he would actually be kind of decent, bro. Not too bad. We've got the likes of Colomowani, which there's two versions of him as well that you can get. You can get his player of the month, which is currently 118,000 coins with amazing pace, very decent enough finishing. It's not looking completely terrible as well. Do you get me? Like if you're starting out the game, but power shot plus a little bit redundant, rapid is nice. I'm gonna leave him at the end of S as well. I think it's not completely terrible, bro. Now these type of cards like Monday, they just don't have the aura, man. I'm sorry to say. Same thing like with Sensei. Like I don't even really want to look at their cards too much, because I have versed them multiple times and they're not really that great, I'll be real. We've got the main man, yaya toure, which I would definitely deem a little bit better than Essien, but not far off. I mean, he's got the bruiser. He doesn't really have the greatest playstyle pluses under the sun. So you could even argue it's subjective, me saying yaya toure, because I feel like yaya toure in-game is amazing. But yeah, this might shock a lot of people before I get into this. Ronaldinho, Ruud Gullit, and probably Maldini are unfortunately not getting S+. I have to keep that list sacred. I always say it is the best of the best, and I don't think these icon cards are quite there yet. Or not yet, they're not quite now there because they kind of fell off the power curve, unfortunately. If you don't know what that is, it means it's like those cards, they were once great, but now because of the amount of other cards exceeding them in terms of playstyle pluses, stats, they're just not as great anymore. So yeah, unfortunately, as much as it hurts me, R10, the main man, the beast, Ronaldinho, like, yes, he's good in game, but he only has Trickster Plus, bro. All his other versions are definitely S Plus though. I think the best one is S Plus for sure. But yeah, this is one that a lot of people are actually kind of picking up only now. Finesse Shot Plus with First Touch. This is basically a better version of like Kane and like Gurasi. That this is the main man Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp, what a beast. Very nice card in this game. If you need a striker, trust me, that is a little bit of a lanky, but very, at least somewhat to a decent extent agile card, then get this man in the team. Very nice. We've got a Billy, which you could say she came out a couple of, I think was it a month, maybe a few days ago. Incisive Tiki Taka Plus. The card is insane still. I'm leaving Abili at the end of S Plus. I think for now would be ideal. We've got George Best, which has 2 playstyle pluses. He's got the Incisive and Technical Plus, 5-star skill moves. There is better cards out right now, in my personal opinion, in terms of the new promo even, but Best, I'd still say he's S Plus. Very good card in this game. We've got Cody, the main man, Cody Gakpo. Now, Showdown, Liverpool v... Who is Liverpool versing actually? Because I know... Okay, so they're versing Newcastle tonight, and that's the EFL Cup final as well. I completely forgot about that. 199,000 coins. The potential of this card could be crazy, but I feel like Power Shot Plus redundant quick step is very nice though, and Gakpo in this game is actually a force to be reckoned with if you know how to use him. So I'm happy enough to place him around that level of, I'd say higher S, like middle. We've got the main man Cole. Now if we look at left backs, right, unfortunately Cole, I placed him at S plus last time. Like if I compare Cole to like Zeroberto, even Bacha, there's just so much better cards for the price compared to Cole. So value wise, I'm not here to tell you the best value card or rank them according to value. I'm here to rank them according to meta, and Cole is good, don't get me wrong. I just feel like he loses out a lot in terms of a playstyle plus. So for now, I'm gonna leave him at the top of S. Unfortunately, from a left back perspective, you can just go and straight out right by the likes of, who can I say for instance, even Rolfo would do a better job. You got the likes of even Bacha, which basically has the similar playstyle pluses, and she also moves a little bit better in terms of like when the game is heavy. Yeah, you get me. Yeah, I'm gonna leave him at the top of this. I think he's perfect for now. We've got the likes of Murphy, which in some right reason, do you think that Newcastle will win? Because if they do, the card will be good. I feel like this card is minimum S, but 84 finishing though. 84 finishing is low, bro. I'm sorry, man. I'm putting Murphy at A+. I don't really quite think he's that type of card in this game. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm not too sure. It's end of the day, it's my opinion, but I try to be unbiased. But yeah. Salah, the main man, Mo Salah. What a banger that was. 842k is crazy business in terms of price. But what a good looking card, man. Finesse and ping pass plus 4-star as a winger. You can just get a fat birthday that has 5-star, 5-star and similar stats for cheaper. So for now, I'm happy to place Mo Salah at the top of S though, in terms of a winger. Very decent. We got Fernando Torres, definitely minimum S. I'd say around, even just above like Bergkamp, but in the middle of like just behind Gakpo. I think he's perfect. We got Casillas, very interesting card because he's a goalkeeper, tough to say, but very mixed opinions on him. I'm happy to place him at S. There is better goalkeepers that you can just go buy for cheaper, but he does his job. Same thing like with Pope as well. I do think someone like Pope is actually better value and might be better in the game in terms of his height. What is Pope's reactions actually? Because I've heard a couple of things from this Pope card, bro. His reactions is 80, so it's not completely terrible. 6 foot as well. 6 foot 8. Oh, sorry, 6. Long ball pass plus, so kind of like that Edison playstyle plus. Can ball from the back and footwork. This guy's footwork, he's definitely probably top in the group in terms of like feet work, bro, from a goalkeeper. So fair enough. But I don't think he's on that level of Casillas quite yet, because Casillas is objectively amazing. Objectively, that is. I don't care if he plays bad for you. Trust me, most of the time people say he's decent. So yeah, we've got Da Costa, which some would actually deem a little bit too lanky because he's a little bit tall. 6'2", as you can see. Intercept plus though. There's not much cards like him in terms of that height aspect. So I'm happy enough to say he's an S card, but not quite high as high as you think, you know. So yeah, for now that's fine. I got Patrick Kluivert. I'll probably put him at like around that level of A+. I'm happy. You know what? I think I was a little bit too yeah, let's put Murphy a little bit higher. I was a little bit too harsh on his card, but yeah, for now that's fine. We got Kolo Muani, which is the better version of the card. Is Kolo Muani quite S+ though? That's the question. Like, he's very good in game, don't get me wrong, but there is much better cards that play similar, that has 5-star. He only has the 5-star skill, weak foot, and not the skills. But first quick step and first touch plus is very nice. I'm happy to place him lower S plus from a SBC's perspective. Very decent card in this game. Yeah, we've got Van Persie, which is a little bit in that realm of like just behind Bergkamp and Torres. I think is okay. We've got Havertz, which 2 versions of him. I personally think the CM version is better. Also judging by the likes and dislike ratio. Let's check what the striker one is doing. Yeah, no, not a lot of people like the striker one. I might even say this Havertz here probably goes S+. You can actually put best behind, and then you can say the striker one I'm happy to place around like by Gakpo, bro, side, because I feel like Gakpo's a little bit better. But yeah, I think that's perfect. I don't really think the striker one is as good. We've got a Lothar Matthäus, which unfortunately doesn't have the playstyle pluses like the new included cards. Like, he only has 1 playstyle plus, and it's not even a defensive one at that point. Power shot plus, yeah. I'm sorry, man. Matthäus, for me, unfortunately gets the S. But a very nice card in terms of everything that he can do. Same thing with Schweinsteiger. Someone says Schweinsteiger is S+. I'm sorry, bro. He's not. Like, at the end of the day, man, this card is probably you're doing him for sentimental value. He's just not going to be on that vibe of the best card under the sun. But he will be doing something at least. Andrea Pirlo. Now, this is probably the best, most composed card. But at this stage of the game, with the amount of cards they released, I'd say Pirlo maybe 2-3 weeks ago was S+. Right now, it's a little bit biased placing him at S+. But I do think he's higher S though, which is very nice sign still. I would actually say Matthäus can go like here. I'd actually put Ruud Gullit a little bit higher. What am I doing, bro? Yeah, Ruud Gullit can go a little bit higher. Maldini as well can go like there. I think Ronaldinho can stay around there. We've got Matthäus like that. I think is absolutely perfect. Let's go Paulo Futre, which if you need a card that is the quickest card under the sun for the cheapest, he's got like the most fun card you can actually, like, you know, money can buy. This is the man for you. Trust me. Very nice, very pacey. Only downfall is the finishing, but he's gonna get there at least. So for now, I'm happy to place him. Paulo Futre, I'm happy to place him around, I would even say like there, bro. Very nice card. I think Havertz deserves... No, Havertz is fine there. Just thinking... Yeah, for now that's perfect. Just behind Dino, because I feel like Dino is the better card overall. So you can leave him around there. It's fine. Let's not be too indecisive. We've got a couple cards left. The main man Rafinha, which is probably not gonna be the greatest card like ever, but he will be up there with one of, like, I feel personally there's so much cards like this that has even better stats and better like weak foot, but this card itself though, with the tiki-taka and rapid, doesn't really have playstyle pluses for a winger though. Like, if he had, I'd say technical plus alongside like quick step, then we're speaking. So for now I wouldn't really deem him as S+ worthy, but still a very nice card in terms of turning. So I'm happy enough to place him around the upper S slot. Let's move over to Scott. Not really much right backs to write home about, but I feel like Scott for now with the 5-star, she definitely gets up there, man. So I'm happy to place her there. You could actually compare now. Is the Costa better than like Scott? If we compare the two cards here, Scott has better passing, better same shooting, better pace, less dribbling, more defense though, but less physicality. So the Costa in that sense is not completely far off. So from that sense, you could say the Costa can go like there. So yeah, that's fine. We've got the two versions of Mbappe, which from a perspective of a striker, I think this one was the worst one, I think, out of all of them. But we can check. You know, we can always check. We'll have a look. Of course, we'll have a look. 70,000 coins for the CM. Well, both of them is 70k, but this one obviously got a little bit more of a reaction. People like this one more. I still don't think it's completely great, but I don't think it's completely terrible. Like if you add something that boosts reactions, it's not going to be a completely bad card. So I'm happy to place him around that level. The striker one, on the other hand, bro, given the amount of cards that are at strike, I mean, quick step is nice with 91 reactions. Yes, I low-key feel like this one's better, but it just has the chip shot plus, which is very redundant. But there's a lot of strikers like that. So for now, I'm going to place him like there. We've got Pop as the fourth last card, I think it is. Alexandra Pop, kind of in that like realm of Kane. She's got the finesse shot with the aerial. You add a hunter straight up. For me, I'd personally add a hunter or an engine, and she's going to be decent. Trust me, very nice card. I'd say higher S for sure. Like around there is fine. We've got Rolfo, which in this game, not really quite as great as her previous, you know, in FC24, her card. But I would say as a versatile card, it's nice, but 85 stamps low. She's definitely minimum S, but she won't get, I'd say maybe mid slash a little bit higher S. I'd say maybe like there, bro. Like around there, I think is fine. That's it's low-key a little bit higher S, but for now, that's fine. You could even say, you know what, we'll put Rolfo. She's gonna get upgraded a little bit. Like that, I think is fine. Let me just quickly see. Yeah, like that I think is completely fine. We've got Rodman. Oh, what a card, man. In terms of, you could actually evolve this card in evolutions, and I think you could have gotten a better card overall. But this one's not completely terrible, and I'm happy enough to place her with the rapid and the low driven. I mean, how much is she? She's 179,000 coins. What a card for the price. I'm happy to place her upper S. I just think, unfortunately, the composure is a little bit low, and you can't, that's a voice crack, and you can't really, like, you know, do anything with composure being low in terms of like chem style, unfortunately. But yeah, do you think some cards maybe go down? Let's quickly see. Let's put Colomowani down. Let's see. I think that version can stay there. Guiri I think is okay. Murph is cool. Yeah, those cards are minimum S. I think Urasi can actually go like that, because that card is a very interesting piece of machinery. The second last one is going to be Tevez. He's definitely minimum S, but he goes around the level of, he's a bit stocky in game, unfortunately, but he goes around that level. I think he's good. And then the very last one's going to be Tapsoba, as not really much center backs actually to write home about in SBCs. I feel like he can be the card though. I mean, aerial and bruiser plus with amazing reactions. The defensive awareness is low though, so there's different versions of the card that you can buy. I think this one, yeah, obviously Anticipate and Jockey is definitely the better one, 100%, bro. 91 reactions, yeah, that one is on the basis of the best one. I'm going to probably put him around just behind Maldini, bro. He might even be a little bit better than Maldini. That is just the name of the game. Now people will be like, Mike, what? No ways. Trust me, it's a new and relevant card. Tell me, would you guys agree with this tier list? Let's delete that row. We've got a couple of cards at S, but it's the name of the game. EA released a lot of SBCs that ideally is minimum S because of the frequency of how much they get improved and stuff. But overall though, I'd say you really don't. I'm probably going to put Colomowani up if I really look at it like a review. The card is not completely terrible. I mean, used by players of the caliber of like Div 3 and up, like Div 2, Div 1, he's going to be somewhat decent. I'd say minimum S for sure. Clivert and those guys, they're not quite on that level, man, unfortunately. So for now, Schweinsteiger. So make use also of where they get placed in the tier list level. I always say that. Some people will be like, Mike, so much cards at S, what's the point? make use of where they get placed. Like these cards are going to be dissipating to, I'd say like around Mbappe's level, gonna be at A+ within a week or two. That's just how it is. And then the S cards are still gonna keep afloat. You could say Gakpo low-key can go higher, bro. I'm thinking Gakpo can go like that in terms of a review. Pirlo's fine, Cole's fine there, Rafinha cool. And then we've got the S+ cards. Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you so much, boys. Tell me if you agree with this tier list. Let's have a good debate. If not, all cool. Subscribe though. I will catch you boys in the next one, man. Peace.